and the watch time might not be as large, if that makes sense. So I want to make sure that I'm actually okay. I am live on YouTube. All right. So we're gonna be playing as Lady and Trish. I was not sure if I was gonna go through the campaign or if I was just gonna do Bloody Palace. But considering that it's been a couple weeks since I played DMC4, I feel comfortable actually just going through it. Going through the main campaign. DMC3 Lady. I was thinking about DMC3 Lady, but
how much do you know about Sparda?
I feel like I should give it its due diligence and play as DMC4 Lady, even though I like the DMC3 costume way more.
Just like a god.
Yo, D&M, how's it going? And RQKLM. Hope you guys are doing good.
The real problem is the order. Lately,
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Cosmic. Yeah, your video ended up being longer than the entirety of season 1,
Maybe they're starting a zoo.
and more entertaining.
They've also been targeting Devil-R.
Oh, Adi, please continue to watch my stuff.
Okay, then.
I just want them to just take the feedback.
Well, what if their
That's like my one thing. I just want them to take feedback and actually listen and make adjustments and edits. That really is just the one thing that I want them to do. I think Adi doesn't care. I feel like if Adi should watch any video on the Devil May Cry anime, he should watch mine and he should watch Cosmic's. He should sit there and watch all 4 hours of Cosmic's video. And then he's going to say, you know what? I'm going to make him sit in a fucking chair. That was to rank each of the playable characters from least favorite to favorite. Lady and Trish are tied because I have so little playtime with them. I think Trish would be last because Trish is really just a mishmash of all of the other characters, whereas I feel like Lady has a little more creativity to her. The only drawback is you don't get to hear Roland every half hour. Every half hour I gotta put it on a separate tab. Rollin', 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 rollin'. Yeah, I've been listening to that soundtrack more and more, and I actually ordered the vinyl because I wanted Afterlife on a vinyl record, but also because I actually do like the soundtrack. And I need an excuse to actually use my record player. And like, that's kind of my, I guess my thing is that I don't just collect any Devil May Cry stuff. However, I feel like I would be missing out a lot if I did not get Devil May Cry vinyls, because one day I want a jukebox. Because I've always thought jukeboxes were cool. It's not just because of Devil May Cry. And I want to just put them all in a jukebox and then just cycle through them. I'm going to try not to go on a rant. I want to relax tonight. You know what, Rocket? Well, I respect that. Just kick back, chillax, and enjoy the show. I'm gonna see if I can actually No! I didn't want the tutorial. This happened in Virgil too. Whatever. Worst to best, does it include their iterations from prior games? I don't think so. Oh, can I switch? Okay. I was hoping I could get him to... Yeah, there we go. It'll still force you to play with the tutorial. That's so silly. There is probably a way to make this go faster, though. Oh, he just did not care about that rocket. I made some progress on the miniatures. Hell yeah. The Netflix is so fundamentally different from its source that it's kind of a moot point. I mean, if anything, I really just want them to just fix the dialogue issues. That's like really my main thing. Bro, that rocket does so much damage. Trying to get red orbs as fast as possible. Damn it. For the speedruns, use a modded save file to bypass the tutorial. So basically all of your speedruns are done on PC. Have you ever seen a channel called Cinemaze? He ranks suits similar to you. I have seen his stuff, yeah. Love your Marvel Rival skin ranks, and I would like to ask, what are your predictions for season 2? For season 2, oh my god, I don't know. I think that Virgil is gonna sit in a chair. It's just, let's just get that out of the way. He's gonna sit in a chair, and what do I need? I will be completely upfront with everybody. I have only played Lady and Trish's campaign one time, if not twice. I don't know a freaking thing about this campaign, what I should buy. I barely even remember the movesets. Oh, I should have bought speed. Damn it. Oh my god, Cosmic, what was it that you were saying about the storm? I was cackling in the car because I was driving when I was listening to it, and like, oh my god, I'm gonna butcher it, but you were saying how like the storm is actually stationary because the people who are in the storm means that. I'm completely butchering it. I really am. It was so funny. You guys had me cracking up as I was listening to it. Yeah, they're running into the storm. He's not moving. Yeah. That, and then Dr. Shy Guy's just repeated joke of the line. I was, after a certain point, I was just losing it. It was so funny. The pause after Cinemaze, guess you're not a fan. No, I like his stuff. It's just like, it's just another guy who ranks super suits. And I think, I mean, there really isn't anything else to say about it, you know? I watch his stuff as well. And, like, I think he does a good job with what he does, too. But there really isn't anything else to say after that. I like his stuff and it's cool. Do you think that Lucia was her or just a lookalike? It was totally Lucia. Like it was just a point at the screen and like laugh moment of like, oh, it's Lucia. No, I mean, I did that. I was like, oh, hey, it's Lucia. I keep saying Lucia. It's Lucia. I was like, oh, hey, look, it's Lucia. That's great. I missed. I do play Bury the Light Wind story. Very how are coming out. I also have Banner. It's gonna be great. That's awesome. Rocket, if you're in the Discord, if you want to post all of that stuff into creative, I would love to see it. Yo, what's up, Guns? Love your content. I appreciate you. And another one. But yeah, like as far as my predictions for season 2, I don't really have any predictions. I just want the dialogue to be better. And that's really all I can say about it. When the dialogue is better, I'll be happy. But that's really the only thing that I can think of that I want changed or improved. Just fix the dialogue and you know, some of the, and actually, again, I'll glaze Cosmic and Dr. Shy Guy's video again. But one of the things that I didn't realize were actually the amount of plot inconsistencies as well when it came to the idea of it's only necessary in the plot when they need it to be. So, like, the anti-demon rounds are anti-demon rounds until they don't work. But also, it's established that the White Rabbit, in, like, you know, in the beginning of the show, he gets shot with one of them and it does nothing. But he's infusing himself with demon blood. So even a drop of demon blood would make the rounds effective, according to Lady. So why is it not working? You know, like stuff like that. Did you see I did see the Manga Keen review. Yeah, I didn't know who they were, but I saw, like, that's the thing too, like a lot of the reviews are getting recommended to me, and not to say that I think this is the reason why my video isn't doing as well as the other ones, but the thing that I noticed about myself was that as I was continuing to, like, hear other people's thoughts on the show, I would get recommended another video review about the show, and I would just not be interested because there's so many times that I can hear the same talking points over and over and over again before I just kind of get tired of it. So, oh, I forgot that I could do that. So I just think that that's also a contributing factor to some videos not doing as well, especially if they're all on the same topic. But that's just kind of like my theory anyways. If they make Dante Bucky, that would be even better since I'm a Bucky main. Oh, if they did like a Marvel vs. Capcom collaboration in Marvel Rivals, I would love that. He basically has a Dante skin already. Do you have any suit rankings planned soon? Yes, I do. I'm still in the process of editing the Kate Bishop one. That one I think is about halfway done. It just takes a while to slog through. But the other thing is that I was in the middle of so many different projects that I stopped editing that. But now that I don't really have anything like coming up for a little bit, I'm gonna go back to finishing that one. I want to do a Marvel Rivals Season 1 ranking, just going through all of the suits that were added in Season 1. And then after that, Thor for Marvel Rivals to finish that off. And then I actually wanted to circle back on my Devil May Cry taunt rankings that I promised a while ago. So I would like to do that, especially while DMC is fresh. So that's a Trish one, isn't it? Oh, no, it's Lady. Yeah, Lady's DT is a bunch of grenades. I do gotta remember that. Oh my god. There we go. I just realized you were talking about DMC and not Rivals. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh yeah, how do people think about Dante's new look in Season 2? I saw somebody say that he wasn't wearing a shirt, or he was wearing a shirt and they were disappointed. But it looks like the shirt that he's wearing is like the turtleneck collar from Devil May Cry 1. So he looks a little more Devil May Cry 1-ish, but he's still wearing the same trench coat. Yeah, and they gave Bucky the alternate color of Virgil color scheme, but they didn't keep his hair white. And that was a huge missed opportunity. I'm just gonna... Bro, Burial is just literally letting me do whatever I want, huh? All right. Roll. 3. Oh no, I'm gonna get hit. Rip. I had a no damage bonus before that. I was hoping that that would do it. Yo, what? How did he get hit from that? All right. Wait, lady, you just missed the hell out of that one. Please don't bring Miss Marvel into Marvel Rivals. I mean, wouldn't they just make Miss Marvel just another Mr. Fantastic at that point? Okay. So according to Cosmic, I need to just level up Shotgun and then level up Rocket Launcher. And then that's it. You're also platinuming this? No, I'm not. I'm not platinuming it. I'm just going through all the campaigns because hype and stuff. Yeah, demons go boom. All right, so where is Shotgun? Wait, nope. But before I forget, I gotta get speed. What's blaster? Oh, it's double jump. Wire shot. I don't know. Yes. Now, where's my rocket? No! Curse you. You've disappointed me for the first and not last time. And then I'm just gonna get a bunch of grenades. Whew. I feel like Starler would make more sense for a Dante skin because he has 2 guns. That's also true. And then he has the trench coats. Actually, wait. Yeah, why are we not talking about Winter Soldier getting a Nero skin? Oh my god. I forgot how insanely dumb that move is. Burial is so hot. Never mind, he's already dead. What's up, Destiny Spider? Destiny also made a Devil May Cry Netflix video that you guys should check out. Because a tie-in comic is... Oh, yeah, that's the other thing, too. They already announced that they're doing a Marvel Rivals swimsuit edition for new skins, so we have that to look forward to. Wait, there's a thing over here. This is my just in case green orb. Season 2 Dante has people coming back after saying cancel it. Yeah, they see Dante with longer hair and they're like, oh, actually, wait a minute. Adi Shankar might be cooking. Disregard the fact that the last 5 minutes of the show was a complete mess. He may actually be cooking here. Oh my lord. But yeah, I think, and I still stand by what I said about the Virgil line, by the way. I feel like he would totally say something like that, and it's so hard because it's like, he's such like a sophisticated guy. So he would say something like that. But the fact that Bury the Light is a meme and it immediately starts playing Bury the Light afterward, like, it's so silly. Destiny Spider's channel is just Destiny Spider. What's up? What do you want? No. Okay. Yes. Were you really gonna... You know what? At least you asked. No, I am planning on eating it. Okay. I don't trust Shankar after looking at the man outside of animation. That's also fair. It's also really hard too because a lot, like, and here's another thing too. And I promise I will not stop talking about about the anime because I feel like every Devil May Cry stream that I have done post anime, it has just been us talking about the anime. So I'm sorry, but I think it's just a natural talking point. But one of the things that I've noticed is that, you know, Adi, he feels like a troll, right? Like, he feels like the kind of person that, like, says shit to, like, troll people. But the problem is that I feel like there isn't enough to where we don't really know when he... It's kind of like a problem of, like, the guy who's always like, oh, it's just a joke, dude. Like, you gotta know when to stop joking. So that way you can be a little more... So people know that you're being a little more sincere. Like, if that makes sense. Oh, shit. Can I just do this? I fucking missed all of them. Okay. Also, is it forward and... Oh, that's what it is. It's back. Backward 2 cents. Oh my god, you were doing so much damage to me. Yeah, so anyways, I started blasting. Actually, no, that's not what, well, that's what this lady would say, but Netflix anime would, or Netflix anime lady would say, so anyways, I started fucking blasting. Here's a funny thing that Pika Combat did a couple months ago. He's just Gunslinger Dante. They gave you... Oh, that is really funny, actually. Oh, that was going to be so rude if they did that. See, now what they need to do with Peak of Combat... Hold on. I just want to make sure that I get this. Yeah, so anyways, I started fucking blasting. Oh, what was I gonna say? God damn it. Now I don't know what I was gonna say. There we go. Yeah, it's just a prank. If it's just a prank bro as a person. It was something about Peak of Combat. Oh yeah, so somebody told me, or they asked me if I could do a suit ranking, like an updated suit ranking in the Devil May Cry series, but just Peak of Combat. And I was thinking like, huh, it's not a bad idea actually. So I gotta figure out a way to do that as well. Yo, what's up, Savior? How's it going? The name's Lady. Mary died a long fucking time ago, motherfucker. Also, I still stand by this, right? Because they had so many different rabbit insults, but they had the perfect opportunity. If, like, when Lady was, like, I think all of her Darkcom agents were dead, right? And they were like, what are you going to do? And she was like, I'm gonna, like, shove my gun so far up his asshole that he's gonna start shitting pellets or something. It was so long, wordy, and stupid, and I hated it. But she really couldn't have just said, I'm hunting rabbits. Or, like, even if they wanted to add a swear word, she could have said, it's rabbit season, motherfucker, and I'm hunting rabbits. Like, something like that, I feel like, is so much better than whatever the fuck she actually said. Also, what is, there it is. The Savior is coming? Oh god, no. I have to fight Sanctus with Lady. Still waiting on the talent ranking video. I mentioned that that's gonna be coming soon now because of the anime. So I would take a human badass lady with guns over a demon hunter with a giant sword. Although it is very interesting how they had ladies moveset though. Oh my god. I'm ill at the moment. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Savior. Happy to be catching a stream. Yeah, it has been a hot minute. See, this is what we needed, Savior. We needed DMC to bring us all back together. I'm still waiting his lady changing as a character in season 2, or would be the same swearing bitch character. I just, like, they really just need to tone down on the cursing, and that's gonna negate one of my main complaints with the show. Ow. I'm really hoping it'll get toned down. Did the DMC scriptwriter sneak into the office for ladies dialogue? Dude, even in DMC Devil May Cry, they don't swear that much. Oh my god, they did not care about those grenades. That's crazy. They actually did not care. Oh. Well, now he's dead. The storm is, I am the storm that storm, and storm is approaching stormingly. It wasn't Wabbit season. Yeah, it wasn't fucking Wabbit season. She's hunting rabbits with a cannon, not a rifle. They just couldn't put in one Looney Tunes joke. They got like everything else, but they couldn't throw in a Looney Tunes joke. I feel like that move is cool. Yo, what's up, Jumpy Chow? How you doing? Are the tanky Angela's more tanky at the end of mission 7? Good question. I don't know. Let me see what. I swear to God, Oh, I remember there's a thing with explosion shot. Wait, what? You must learn a lower level skill first. You know what? Like, fine. Maybe I just won't. Maybe I just won't then, huh? How about that? I like this move, so I'm gonna buy it. Can I... Wait, I can refund moves, right? Hey, I can refund moves. Let's go. Okay. So, I need this. I need this. What is this again? Oh, it's that. All right. You can tell I have not played as Lady in a very long time. Adi has way too much... Oh, shit. We missed that. Way too much money to get walled off for more adaptations. So, I gotta ask, for those who... are more knowledgeable than I am. Like, when it comes to Adi Shankar, like, what is his story? Like, how did he get to the point where he is right now? Because I looked up a little bit of his profile the other day, and what I saw was... I missed. So he had this thing called the Bootleg Universe, where it basically looked like he was doing short films of like just whatever he wanted, essentially, like just edgy adaptations and shit. And if anybody remembers that one Power Rangers adaptation that was super edgy, it was like a rated R Power Rangers, and it was actually kind of cool. He was the one who made that, and I did not realize it, but now it makes sense. So like, and then he did Castlevania. So, oh wait, this is a lot of red orbs. 7.5 out of 10. Honestly, I feel like that's a fair rating. That's basically what I rated it. James Cameron's Avatar again. Yeah, I saw Avatar a handful of times when it first came out, and I don't know why, but for some reason, everybody, every social studies class that I was in around the time that it came out was obsessed with watching Avatar. So we would watch Avatar a lot. And I watched Avatar a lot more than I actually wanted to, if I'm being perfectly honest. And when it took them forever to release Avatar 2, I had no interest, and I still have no interest in any of the Avatar stuff. Yo, what's up, Graphically Insane? He did gap financing for big Hollywood movies for a long time. Didn't really... Oh! Was he doing the thing where it was like, if I pay you an absurd amount of money, you'll credit me as an executive producer, so he could say that he was the executive producer on something? He took full credit for Castlevania despite not being the actual writer. Oh, I would not have known that otherwise, so that's very interesting. If Dante wasn't nerfed so much, I would have given it an 8. That's fair. I just wanted to say thanks for the playthrough of all the DMC games. You motivate me to play all the games. Echo, I appreciate that. I hope that you are also enjoying all the Devil May Cry games. And if you are currently in the middle of your playthrough, which one is your favorite so far? Are you the Avatar on? The Proud Souls are lame as fook. Yeah, this is the one downside. And it's like, not even really the fact that the Proud Soul system is kind of whatever. But I want to be able to buy more moves in the middle of a mission instead of at the end of a mission. Ow. Yeah, he was one of the producers, but not one of the writers. Interesting. Yeah, I would not have known that otherwise. If a company didn't have a full budget available to... I'm being stupid. There's a thing over here. I see you're playing as my favorite DMC4 character. I'm aware that this is a controversial opinion. Oh, no. It's a controversial opinion right now. Before the anime, it was not very controversial. Wow, really? You're like right there. And I got listed him as producer. That makes sense. It's funny because when I was in film school, we basically had a perk that did exactly that when we were fundraising for it. Like, or when we were doing fundraisers. And I think we even had people that did straight up take advantage of that, just so they could be credited as like a producer or an executive producer of the show. The new anime, I swear, I was explaining to my wife the lore of every game in DMC. Pissed her off so badly it was hilarious to see all my feelings validated. So what's funny is that one of my really good friends today, who I haven't seen in a while, he asked me, he was like, so, what are your thoughts on the Devil May Cry anime? And should I watch it? Because I haven't watched it yet. Now, I don't know. I just can't remember if they actually played through the games or not. I gave them a copy of DMC5 a long time ago, but I just don't know if they actually went about playing it. Like, I gave it to them for their birthday. And I told him my thoughts on the anime, and it was actually really hard recommending it because a lot of the things that I had to say were just... I started with the negatives. And I was like, but it's still worth at least watching and forming your own opinion on. But, and I mean, at the end of the day, it is also only 4 hours. And it is, unfortunately, the type of show that I feel like you can just... you can unfortunately just turn your brain off, like fold laundry like Cosmic and Doc were saying in their video. And then just watch it that way. Which is kind of sad because there's just so much fat in that show that could easily be trimmed. It would have been so cool if it just went a little bit further to go over there. Adi isn't even credited for Castlevania Nocturne, even though it's under his production company. That's insane, actually. But yeah, it's also, again, like, I'm excusing the whole Dante isn't as strong because it's an anime adaptation and they do need some stakes. However, that's just me coming up with excuses to justify why everyone is behaving the way that they are and not an actual in-canon reason. So, because yeah, why can Dante dodge every single bullet that the mercenaries are shooting at him with, but Lady incapacitates him with a taser, you know? The DMC4 would be way better if the team had thought of Devil Breakers back then. No, Jack. DMC4 would have been way better if the team actually had the budget to finish the game. Yo, what's up, Jace? How's it going? I'm gonna shoot this lady. I am missing every shot, aren't I? I still can't believe I got hit by that. Oh, shit. Come on. What is this charge at? I think it's a 2. I'm 1, 2. Oh, that did so much. Netflix Dante is basically Nero. Well, he is also voiced by Johnny Young Bosch. And I would also like to reiterate, too, that I actually do like Johnny Young Bosch as Dante. I thought he did a great job in the role. Really, the main issue is that he just sounds like Johnny Young Bosch. It's not even that he sounds like Nero, quote unquote. Oh, now you give me the freaking Proud Souls that I want. Also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, with the exception of Devil May Cry 2 and maybe DMC 1, I can't remember if I died in DMC 1. DMC 3 onward, this is the first time that I have died. So that is absolutely going to affect my style ranking. The other thing that I keep forgetting about is I keep forgetting about doing the actual charge shot stuff. Oh, I missed. Makes me wish they did more with Lady in DMC5. Yeah, Lady's such a cool character. So is Trish. Oh my lord, get over here. See, now that's what should have happened the first time. Better than the 2 seconds of Devil Trigger that we saw in the anime. Ugh, I just want season 2 to be better. I want to be able to run outside and shout to the rooftops that the Devil May Cry anime is good. Please watch it. I want to be able to talk to my 40-year-old coworkers about Devil May Cry and tell them to watch it, but I can't do it. I think I mentioned this too at some point, because my mom, like, she knows all about Devil May Cry at this point. Like, it has been the bane of her existence for the past, like, 15 years of her life at this point. And with this anime, and, you know, Devil May Cry, say what you will, Devil May Cry being on Netflix is such a big deal because it really does bring it to a broader audience. But as I was watching the show and just not even really the blood stuff, but just the language, I was like, do I really want to watch this with my mother? Like, I don't know. It's like, that's one of those things. Because, like, even when I was a teenager, I would show her the cutscenes to Devil May Cry games. And she wouldn't like write it off just because she was my mom. Like, she thought it was cool. Kind of sad girls' night never happened in 5 like it was rumored to. Yeah, I'm wondering though how far into development that even was, if it was even in development. But also too, like, I don't know, like, I feel like going through 5's campaign as Virgil is a lot better than having to go through like the campaign here with Virgil. However, I don't know how it would work with Lady and Trish, because I really just don't think they would have gotten their own levels. Like, I'll be real. Bye. 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 Jesus Christ, this shotgun is so stupid. Should have just had Virgil, Lady, and Trish split it like that. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But then Virgil wouldn't get his own campaign. The Storm would not be getting his own campaign because he deserves it. Or you get the option to actually... No, you know what they should have done? They should have done the whole, like, you can choose what character you want to play what mission with and make it work, you know? Like, have Dante be playable in all of the missions, have Nero be playable in all the missions, have V be playable in all the missions. Like, they could have actually done that. And then they could have... Oh, well, cool. And then they could have done that with, like, Lady Trish and Virgil, too. Like, you can play basically any character you want in the entire game, like, for the Divergence. Ideally, Divergence mode would have been a thing. Yeah. There's just, like, so... And also, the other thing, too, like, the cameo system was also a cool idea, but it didn't really amount to anything other than just being like, oh, hey, like, this guy is doing the stuff in the background. Isn't that cool? Yeah, 5 at least had a Dante boss fight. Yeah, that is true. All right, I feel like I want to do actual cool lady stuff. Hey, actually, you know what? There we go. Yeah, I'm going to try to do actual cool lady stuff now. Oh my god. Fine, you know what? Get down here, you little... That's what I thought. I'm honestly kind of happy Dante looks a bit different from DMC5 in the sneak peek from DMC2. I like the longer hair on Dante. Also, I thought it was really funny when he did the cool, like he jumped up into the air and did that wacky pose. However, I think it would have been really cool if he did Rainstorm. But I guess, like, the gung fu that he does in, like, that little teaser is actually apparently from Corridor Digital. Like, the choreography, I saw it, the choreography is ripped from Corridor Digital, which I think is very interesting if they did that. It's cool, but I think it's an interesting reference, you know? You know what's very depressing? Virgil has an actual story. You know, my theory was that Season 2 was primarily going to focus on Virgil, and we would get an actual Virgil campaign that isn't DMC Devil May Cry, or just... Actually, you know what? Fuck that. If Adi actually wants to make a true Devil May Cry adaptation, what he has to do is he has to make Devil May Cry Netflix Season 1 Special Edition, have an exclusive Virgil cutscene in the beginning, and then it's just the entire story of the first season, but instead of Dante, it's Virgil. And then you cut the runtime in half because there's no cutscenes and Virgil just deletes everything. Yo, what's up, Ethan? How's it going? Did you forget about Shankar's tweet about Mundus being misunderstood? Like he wants to justify the villain who's supposed to be. So apparently that was supposed to be a trolling joke thing. But that kind of leads into what I was saying earlier, is that the problem is that when it comes to a guy whose whole thing is, oh, I'm just kidding, bro, there has to be a moment or moments where you are being serious to understand the joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's also really hard just in general to hold on one second, I'm sorry. It's also really hard to understand sarcasm and, you know, get the jokey feels from like a tweet, but like that's the thing too, you know. It's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just kind of, oh rip, I missed that. But yeah, and that's kind of where I was going with it. A guy at the head of the studio shouldn't be trolling like that. So like, I think him actually, you know what? Like him generating hype, saying things like, you know, like the Yuri Lowenthal thing, and then saying that Virgil was really cool and that Yuri Lowenthal was really cool. Like that's the kind of like hype expectation that gets people talking of like, oh, is he actually teasing that Yuri Lowenthal is going to be Virgil? Like, it's just like a small thing that I feel like in the grand scheme doesn't do a whole lot of damage because it's just speculation on Twitter. But then going around and saying that, oh, Mundus was actually right and Sparda really was an asshole traitor. But then he has characters in the show calling Sparda an asshole traitor. It's like, yeah. Yeah. And it's like, I'm going to keep referencing Cosmic's video, and I really should just have a button every time I do it that gives him 5 cents every time I mention the video. But one of the things that they talk about is that the writer's voice is very present in the Devil May Cry Netflix show. And there are a ton of moments like that. 1, 2, I need a 2. I think I missed. Oh, I did not miss. Oh my god, the fucking dice. I got Rebellion tattooed and my brother got Yamato. That's mad funny. I love that. Oh, actually, I have a DMC tattoo idea that I'll run by you guys. But before I say anything else, like, so there are a lot of times in the show where the writer's voice is very prevalent, and that's the thing that really distracts from, you know, the show, I guess. And not even talking about the whole political shit and whatever, but one of the lines that I always took issue with was when Dante is like doing the cool thing in the Papa Roach sequence, and then he takes the motorcycle, and I think it's Agni that says it. Agni says, "Damn, he's cool." Like, I already know that Dante is cool because I'm watching Dante do cool things. It's like the villain, or I guess like it's like the writer telling you that, hey, Dante's really cool, isn't he? And I'm like, I know, I'm watching Dante do cool things. And I personally don't like that because I feel like it's just Audie trying to tell me like, hey, Dante's a really cool guy. And I'm like, I know, I'm watching Dante do cool shit. But another one that I didn't even realize until I was listening to Cosmic's video is during the Rage Against the Machine sequence, they're running up the building as they're playing Rage Against the Machine, and one guy is like, what does he say? He's like, at least this guy has taste or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a 5. So it's after 3. The dude's got great taste, yeah. Oh, I fucked up. 1, 2, 3, 4. If they were, and if it was the only time, if they only did it. Wait, what? Am I hitting it way too early? Or did I really just fuck up? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? Paging Dr. Cosmic, what am I doing wrong? Am I not hitting it fast enough? Shit, which way is it? I think it's going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to use the melee strikes? Oh, 1, 2. I need a 6. I see. Thank you. Oh, I'm dumb. I messed up again. See, and like I said, I've only gone through the campaign with Lady and Trish maybe once or twice in my entire lifetime, and this is proof. 1, 2, 3. Because I did not know that. My personal fear about season 2 is that Lady and Dante will be the same characters even after a time skip. Honestly, yeah, that's kind of my fear as well, that the time skip isn't really gonna do anything. Nero gunshots don't work either. See, and that's why I was confused, because Nero's Buster works. So that's why I was confused when this didn't work, because I was afraid that I was gonna miss if I did this, because it was coming out a little too slow. They're doing a time skip. I swear to fucking God, if I'm not gonna say that out loud, but if that happens, and then they have Virgil sitting in the plastic chair after it happens, I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do. Oh my God. You know, I really should have watched one of Cosmic's speedruns to prepare for this, because I genuinely don't know what the fuck I am doing. What do you hope and think that they will fix in season 2? Considering that it seems like they're knee deep into production already, I don't know how much of it will actually be fixed. But I just want fixes in the writing, the dialogue, and the cursing, as well as the characterization. Because, you know, there's also a lot of the, like, self-referential stuff, too, that I don't 100% vibe with either. And a good example of that is actually going to be, hold on 1 second. Oh my God, he's right there. Get the fuck out of here. Vice President Baines, wake up. The storm just hit the second tower. Yeah, I don't know. From what it looks like, they're knee deep in season 2 already, so I'm not really sure if they're going to be able to fix the cursing issue or any of the issues with the writing that I want to be addressed. So I don't know. That's I don't have the thing for it. A giant summon sword has... A giant summon sword has hit the tower. Oh my god, whatever. I know I should have bought the grapple upgrade. Then Virgil fans are gonna have to get a taste of that as well. No! Damn it. You know what? Whatever. I give up. All I want is... Jesus Christ. Using my own power against me. What form of power is this? Do you really have to sit in the plastic chair, Virgil? Yes, I do, Dante. It comforts me. Actually, you see, Cosmic, I gotta disagree with what you and Doc were saying about the whole... I'm not gonna lie, I have never thought about walking by here before. And I just saw that there's a secret mission here, so... Are you doing Gunstinger? I am not, and I really should. Because I associate Stinger with this, so having it like this... I'm not thinking about it. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can use Gunstinger to... I see. Did I get the other cool move? Yeah, Sting Jump, yeah. I was wondering why Lady didn't have a move that would let me do that, but I'm being stupid. She does. And it's that. I am going all the way back for this, by the way. Hit him with a... And I still fucking missed. Oh my god, I can't. Melody, how you doing? I hope you're doing well.
Get out of my way.
Are you fucking... I feel so stupid. Why? Lady, please. This is also what happens when I don't get double jump. Okay, so if I... Alright, you know what? This game can actually screw off. Because I hit that quite perfectly, and I still missed. Maybe I have to get, like, right on the edge, like...
Get out of my way.
You know what? I don't care anymore. Ugh. yeah, this is why they gave Lady rocket boots. Adi was just trying to sit here getting this stupid orb. And he was like, you know what? Lady could really use some rocket boots. This is the last encounter, isn't it? Oh my god. But I'm sorry that you're feeling sick, but I'm glad that you're recovering. So Cosmic, I know that that's used for a skip, but I don't know what the skip is. What is that? What is that used for? What move? It's Lady's charging gun move in the air to move backwards. Like if you do. Okay, I am going the right way, never mind. That's part of mission 7, Skip. I'm on mission 7. What could I have skipped? Oh wait, I'm on mission 6? Whoops. Okay. Oh, mission 7 is a kid. Oh, okay. I think I know what it is now. It's that one thing. It's the same skip that you can do with Nero, right? Wow, I feel very silly. You have to gunstinger at a certain angle, double jump without touching any directions. They melee like 180 degrees. Charge shot to land on the platform. Thanks for the stream. I gotta head out. Good content. Your YouTube name is a knife reference. And nice Dante DMC1 cosplay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I gotta wear that cosplay more often. So I have played a Ratchet game. I played the reboot on PS4 when I was in college. I thought it was okay, but I know that the other Ratchet games are better, but I haven't had the chance to actually play them. Where's the Lucia campaign? Motherfucker, I knew I forgot to do something. This was supposed to be the finale of the Devil May Cry playthroughs, and I forgot Lucia's campaign, and I forgot the Trish campaign in DMC2. Shit. Oh, that makes me sad. I'm gonna have to fucking do it. Alright. You guys are gonna get more DMC content out of me. I hope you're happy. Give me that fucking double jump. DMC2 is gonna be the finale. I guess DMC2 is gonna be the finale because I just forgot about it. So, but not only that, but Lucia is gonna be, or should I save Lucia for Devil May Cry Netflix season 2? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's gonna be Lucia, and then Trish will likely be the finale. Sure. yeah, we're gonna end it with a banger. Stinger. Lucia's campaign still has more original content than Virgil ever received, including reboot. Freaking preach, dog. Oh wait, I don't want to deal with these people. Do I have rocket level 3? I do. I want you guys to know that they deserve that. Also, real quick, I'm just gonna use this to... Yeah, let's go all the way to hell. How the black sheep games of the series are the ones with alternate campaigns for their extra playable characters, right? Let's play through Virgil's Downfall again. Except this time actually do the speedrunning skips. You know, I really don't want to risk falling into that pit of death, so instead, I am going to... Lady. What I'm really hyped about is that Lucia and Arius will be relevant characters again. That will be very interesting. Unless Lucia in the Netflix show is basically just a point at the Scream reference and nothing more. That's not the one I wanted. Yeah, come here for a second. I want to... Oh, that's not what I wanted, but... Ah! Yeah, I am playing this extremely safe because I don't fuck with this campaign. Also, I can't remember if I can gunstinger off of this and be okay. I just seriously can't remember. And like I said, I'm not risking it because I already killed those things, so... Shit. Yeah, the best thing about Lady is that she doesn't have to deal with the Chimera bullshit, exactly. And then from here we go this way. Yeah, I can't wait for Arius to be the main villain of season 2. Next to Virgil, of all people. But what I really want is I want them to get Arius's original voice actor back. So he can do the whole, like, no! My life! Like, he's got to have the exact same voice. Like, they're talking about Dan and Ruben being irreplaceable. Nah, man. Give me Arius's DMC2 voice actor back. Get out of here. Okay, there's no more. Oh yeah, I also started reading the Before the Nightmare novel as well. So, I'm gonna be actually going into, like, the main, like, the stuff with Lucia and, her being like, hey, Dante, it's so good to see you. And Dante's like, lady, I am fucking starving. Then he orders a pizza. Don't worry, lady, you can do it. Now here's a really wonky animation of lady doing the dive roll. Do you think Ruben will be the VA? Will be VA Dante as he gets older in the Netflix anime? I seriously doubt that. I think that Johnny is gonna stay Dante for the entirety of the anime's run, and I want that. He does such, like, he does a good job as Dante. Again, my main critique of the entire thing is that I just hear Johnny Young Bosch when he's doing the action scenes. He needs to change the way that his grunts sound, and then I think he's gonna be perfect. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna wait for you to stop flying around. Damn it. Get back over here. You did not just lady, you did not just miss that. Nah, I think that Drew Coombs would be a better choice for Sparda, honestly. Bye. That didn't get rid of you? That's crazy. Wait, I gotta do this. That's the way that Echidna went in the anime. Just getting shot in the face with a pistol. Yeah, Netflix lore accurate, exactly. Netflix DMC review by IGN 7.8 out of 10. Too much swearing. Yeah, I feel like if they would make Ruben anybody, they would make him Sparda, but I don't know. Well, Dean, apparently, there is a reason why... Fuck, I forgot to upgrade, but it's fine. There is a reason, apparently, why Johnny was chosen to be Dante. I don't know what that reason is, but if Adi would like to tell us within the next season or two, that would be wonderful. What about Dan of Sparda? I feel like Dan of Sparda would actually be more appropriate, yeah. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Give me Dan as Nero. That's actually what I want. But since Adi, yeah, exactly. Adi keeps saying that there was a reason for it, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Adi is just he's just like, he's generating a lot of hype, which is nice, but also like, I don't know. It also just feels a bit odd to say that there's a reason why they specifically chose Johnny to voice Dante as opposed to like any other voice actor. But there's like a reason that's going to be presented in the show. And that's the thing that I'm like, what's going to be the meta around, like the fourth wall breaking meta around Johnny being the one to voice Dante? Like, that's the thing, you know? Ruben appeared. Yeah, that is actually true. Technically, Ruben is in the show because... Wait a minute. No, that's not Ruben. That was Street Fighter 2. That was Street Fighter 2. Ruben was in he started Street Fighter in Street Fighter 4. So that's technically not Ruben. Although it would be really funny if they replaced the voice so that it was Ruben, but yeah. I feel bad for Kamiya because, oh my god, yeah, no, poor Kamiya. Kamiya just wants to be left alone, and DMC fans keep harassing him. The advertising. Guns, the advertising for the Netflix show is better than the entirety of the Netflix show. The best part about the Devil May Cry show really is just the advertising. The advertising in the show was so freaking good. And I'm not going to say that it tricked the audience or anything. I think it presented the show as it is. Like, it showcases the best parts of the show. And that's what makes it a great advertisement. The problem is that it obviously didn't show the things that people weren't going to like about the show. Like the cursing and the writing. You don't like Ruben anymore, Antonio? I mean, it's less about not liking Ruben and more about like what do I keep saying? Every single time I do a DMC stream, we have the Ruben talk. I can tell you didn't like his takes. I mean, like, yeah, like, but putting that aside, I just feel like his Dante has just become a little one note, if that makes sense. He plays a perfect DMC3 Dante, but as far as like progressing the series goes, I just don't know if I want like surfer dude Dante forever. You know, like, that's kind of where I'm at. And that's why I feel like if Ruben just hold on a minute. If Ruben just not stopped being Dante, but if they stopped including Dante, I feel like that would just be better, but I don't know. Obviously, we can't really have a Devil May Cry game without Dante, but also can't we though? So, I don't know. It's a tough conversation to have, but can I just shoot that? I'd argue Dante in 5 is pretty different in characterization compared to 3. Like, yeah, he totally is. Again, though, I think when it just comes to Dante's overall attitude, I feel like when it comes to like which Dante I enjoy the most, not gameplay wise but personality wise, I think it is just DMC3. So Credo, my beloved. And I just shot him to death. Ruben was not the first Dante. Either people never should have thought he was going to be the last. Yeah, exactly. That is the other thing, too. Like, how many times has Leon S. Kennedy been recasted, too? That's the other thing. Like, Matt Mercer played Leon in, what, 6? And then he came back for Death Island. But didn't he have a different voice actor in 4? And then in the remake, he was replaced with somebody else. But then they went back with Matt Mercer in Death Island. But in the Netflix show, they have the guy who played Leon in RE2 remake reprise his role for Infinite Darkness. Okay, I have a wild take. I'm waiting for Rocket's wild take. I kind of would have liked the wit of a DMC 4 or 5 Dante with a voice reminiscent of 1. That would have been nice, yeah. My favorite song in DMC 4 is basically Swipe of Sword. I like Shall Never Surrender, but the problem is that I hear The Time Has Come every single time I play the game, and I'm just sick of that song. So, do you like the Netflix DMC? McSpice, I would recommend actually just watching my YouTube video on it, and that will give you my full thoughts on it. Roger Craig Smith for Dante? Huh. That do be a very interesting interesting take. I just want more purple orbs. Yeah, give me Drew Coombs as Sparda. Yeah, I am on the Drew Coombs as Sparda train. I'll forgive all character assassinations. Let Matt get his redemption. The DMC2 voice actor. You know what? I can get behind that. Like, it should be appropriate that he gets a crack at Dante for the 2nd season of the Netflix show, right? Oh my god. Troy Baker. No! Troy Baker needs to stay as far away from the DMC franchise as possible. So does Nolan North. I don't want to have to listen to Troy Baker and Nolan North playing Dante and Virgil and going, oh, that's Nolan North. Oh, that's Troy Baker. That will drive me up a wall more than anything else. I swear to God. I'm only joking. Thank you, because that actually triggered me. Whenever I think at this point, whenever I hear somebody saying, oh, you know who would make a really good voice actor for this iconic character? Troy Baker or Nolan North. I'm just gonna get triggered. How can I jump cancel? So here's how you jump cancel. You see that guy over there? Don't get hit by him. But I don't have jump canceling right now. But when you do have jump canceling, just step on his head and then boom, you can jump cancel. And that is how you jump cancel. The best way to practice jump canceling, in my opinion, is boot up DMC3, go fight Virgil, and then use Beowulf, Killer Bee, and then just spam that shit on Virgil. That's how I learned how to jump cancel properly, and then I figured it out. Yeah, he didn't do a bad job, yeah. I thought he was fine. It's just that the performance itself isn't very memorable because it's also Devil May Cry 2 Dante. Pedro Pascal is Virgil. I swear to Christ. You people. You people. I was actually just having a conversation with somebody the other day, or not the other day, it was today, about Pedro Pascal, because we were talking about The Last of Us, and my biggest problem with The Last of Us TV show is the fact that I just look at Pedro Pascal and I think he's Pedro Pascal. He's not, I don't see him as Joel. And kind of the same way of like the Fantastic Four, I don't see him as Mr. Fantastic. I think he'll be fine as Mr. Fantastic, but I'm looking at the screen and I'm seeing Pedro Pascal, and that's the problem. Robert Pattinson does anime voice acting? Since when? When? Who does he voice act? I did not know that. That's really cool. All right, I'm gonna light up this guy real fast. I missed. Oh my god. I thought I swapped weapons up, by the way. Huh. No kidding. And if he's good, too, like, hell yeah. You're shitting on Pedro Pascal? I'm not shitting on Pedro Pascal. I would like to make that clear. It's the idea of like having a recognizable actor play an iconic, like what would already be considered an iconic character. That's my problem. Also, XNeo7LOL, thank you so much for the follow. Like, it's actually, and here's the other example that I gave. So Tom Holland, right? Tom Holland is Spider-Man in the MCU. Whenever I watch the Spider-Man movies that feature Tom Holland, I don't think in my head, oh, that's Tom Holland. I think that's Spider-Man. When he takes off the mask, I go, that's Peter Parker. Because I see that as the definitive MCU Spider-Man. But in the Uncharted movie, I unfortunately don't see him as Nathan Drake. I see him as Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake, and that's the problem, right? It's also like when I'm playing Marvel Rivals, when I hear Rocket Raccoon talk, I don't think that it's Rocket Raccoon. I hear Nolan North. And it's that association with the voice actor that I recognize that kind of takes me out of the experience a little bit. And that is why Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic and as Joel doesn't work in my brain. It's totally a me thing, but I just can't split them. I am unfortunately looking at Pedro Pascal in the Fantastic Four trailers, and I just think that it's Pedro Pascal. And that's, again, it's totally a me thing, but it is just a thing. And I don't really know how to get rid of that. Except maybe therapy. But that would be a very interesting thing to talk to my therapist about, I feel. Oh, shit. Please. Please. Ow. That was so rude. Are you ready to play as Trish soon? I completely forgot that I had to play as Trish. I'm not gonna lie. Mark Hamill as Arius. Now hold on a minute. That actually kind of cooks. I'm not gonna lie. Or Mark the Joker as Mundus. I think that he would play a better Arius than a Mundus, though. Yeah, exactly. Pedro Pascal is a cool actor, but he's just in way too much now. The talk of Jack and Daxter movie starring are either fake or the deal fell through. How fun would it be if we got a DMC game multiplayer with all the characters? That would be a lot of fun. Why Chris Pratt always got the love of every character? Just give Pratt a role as Frank West. Well, Chris Pratt isn't. Well, he's also he is Mario, so there is that. That was actually really funny. He went to take a swing at me, and I said no. I missed. I did it again. He went to go do something, and I said, no thanks, bro. Oh, shit. I just realized I haven't taunted one time with Lady. Oh, never mind. Agnes is voiced by Phil LaMarr. Now, hold on a minute. They can get Phil LaMarr back to voice Arias. Adi, do you hear me? Mark Hamill could do a good older Dante. I could kind of see that, too. I don't have... The only DMC game that I have platted is DMC Devil May Cry on my Xbox 360. And that is enough for me personally. You should do a ranking of the Devil Arms. I should. I still have to do a... There's a bunch of Devil May Cry rankings that I want to do. And I feel like now is the ideal time to do them. It's either that or I have unfortunately missed my opportunity because the Netflix show hype is starting to die down. Jack Black is Nero. What should I do? I don't even have Wire Shot 2. Oh, shit. Actually, wait a minute. I gotta stop buying stuff with, Lady, because we're gonna be going to Trish soon. Alright, Cosmic. Now that I am almost done with Lady, how do I Trish? Oh my god, the charge shot. See, I feel like Brad Pitt would have played a good Dante when he was younger, but now, I don't know. Shit. Wait, I did it. Buy Jump Cancel and Pandora. Fair enough. Please, please, please. Wow, I was about to say, that's actually a long-ass time. Good luck with the bliss. Oh, Jesus. Oh, buddy, your entire army's gone. I don't even have enemy step as Lady, actually. I didn't even need to do all that. I was playing Sonic 06 earlier and had a fun time. I'm glad you had a fun time with it. Sonic 06 is such a fun game. I don't care what anyone says. Shit. Oh, I got hit, you bastard. I almost got hit again. Shit, okay. DMC 2 is better than Sonic 06. Honestly, I may have to agree with you on that. Because at least DMC 2 is short. Ah, you asshole. Come down here and fight me like a man. That was so stupid. Get you asshole. Get down here. Bye. The Sonic 06 had better memes? True. You asshole, he said to the spinning blades that he himself jumped into. Fuck, it's the door I gotta go to. There's a massive overlap between DMC fans and Sonic fans. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Pandora is also a pair of gauntlets and a rifle in the concept book in Deadly Fortune. It's perfect for Trish. Yeah, but unfortunately, Itsuno and his team had a little thing called no development time. So unfortunately, they had to just take literally every move that they could from the entirety of the DMC library and just slap it on Trish. And that's her character. Would it be... Actually, so here's a genuine question. And I think I already know the answer to this, just thinking about it. I feel like DMC Definitive Edition did more to add and fix the issues of the first game, like of the game, of the vanilla release, excuse me, English, than Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition did. And I already said this in my video, so I guess these really are my thoughts, just when it comes to this particular topic. But, you know, DMC Devil May Cry had a big issue of, well, it had a lot of issues, but it felt like they were at least attempting to fix some of the issues, and they were taking inspiration from combo mods and mods and whatever to add like the trickster dodge thing for the angel evade. But with Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, basically what they did was they just added Lady Trish and Virgil, and they made speed faster, and I think that was it. Oh, and then they added microtransactions. Yeah, from what I've seen, Pika Combat Lady is amazing. So, it would be really nice to see that incorporated the next time we see her. Hi, Dante. You want to fucking try that again? Uh-oh. Back! Dante, stay back! Oh wait, I can do that too. Uh-oh. No, no, get away from me. Stay away from me, Dante. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Get out of Royal Guard, you son of a bitch. He's not gonna stop, is he? Shit. Get away from me. Ha! You. Wait, actually, I think I can get him here. He fucking blocked it. He fucking blocked it. Alright, let me just get to shotgun 3 real fast. Back. Bad Dante. 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 Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. I am such a genius, Royal Guard. Oh, shit. This boss is so hard as Nero. I still think that Dante is actually the hardest boss in all of the Devil May Cry games, without question. Gods Must Die DMC4 Dante is so fucking stupid, and I have yet to beat him. Absolutely ridiculous. Pet talk over and over again. Oh man, I can't get more purple orbs. Yeah, like Lady had a really cool like backwards dive shooting move in DMC3, and I really wish that she got that move here because it's a cool move. Actually, I wonder if I can just do this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I really don't like Lady's taunts, but that's why when I do my taunt rankings, she's gonna get like an F on all of them. I think her taunts are really bad. I still think that DMC5 will come to the Switch too. I don't doubt that DMC5 will come to the Switch too, but I am sincerely doubting that it is going to be the special edition. And at that point, I just wouldn't buy it anyways. I mean, I'm not gonna... I would like to go on record, by the way, saying this. The only reason I would buy a Nintendo Switch 2 is if the son of Sparda himself, one of them, showed up in a Super Smash Bros. Title. That is the only thing now that is going to make me buy a Switch 2. Haven't played Gods Must Die. So it's a difficulty in DMC Devil May Cry, but there is a... It's like a mod, but also, from my understanding, it was basically like a concept in Devil May Cry 4 that they never... Like, they didn't do. Where the idea is, it's Dante Must Die difficulty, but the enemies start in Devil Trigger, and their aggression is super aggressive. So, specifically for the DMC4 Gods Must Die, there was also a setting, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, where you can set the aggro of all of the enemies before you fight them. But that's not a part of the Gods Must Die experience. It's just like an extra thing that you can do. But you can have it so that Dante, for example, when you're fighting him in Gods Must Die, basically what happens is his aggro is fucking insane. He gives you absolutely no room to breathe, has access to literally everything in his entire arsenal. He gets instant access to Dreadnought, which reduces damage and I believe makes him unable to be stunned. He royal releases like a motherfucker in that mod also. And then once he gets to a certain percentage, he goes into Devil Trigger and I believe he regains health. We already got... No, we don't. No, we don't. That's not Dante. That's Dante. There's a big difference. You know what? Actually, I'm going to rephrase that. I want Dante from Devil May Cry to be in Smash Brothers and not Dante from Dante. Unless I see the fucking Devil May Cry logo next to his name, it is not Dante. The DMC2 taunts are at a whole nother level. DMC2 by itself is just a huge taunt. It gets an S rank. Is the mod available for special edition? Yes, it is. So on PC, I believe if you go to Nexus mods, it's a part of the trainer that you would just get. It's been a while since I've done it. Oh my god. Unless you want to feel the wrath of Zero, I would recommend to give Lady an S in all categories. I'm gonna tell Zero you said that. Very much annoyed that Dante wasn't a boss in Bloody Palace. You mean in DMC5? Because he is a boss in here. Oh my god, Nintendo adding a Lady and Trish to DMC5 exclusively for Nintendo. I would fucking buy a Switch 2, I guess. Whatever. Whatever, dog. I guess I would do it. See, I also want Travis from Travis. That is another one, too. Are you going to count all the melee weapons from every character? Are you only counting? I would do every melee character. I wouldn't half-ass it. I prefer DMC3 Virgil for a boss. Oh, do I prefer Virgil 3 or DMC5 Dante? I really like Virgil 3. Virgil 3 is probably one of my all-time favorite bosses of all time. So, that's where my vote is going. I'm gonna shoot the Pope in the face. Oh my god, stop running away! I fucking missed. You fight Virgil as Virgil in the Bloody Palace? Yes, you do. That's how you fight Virgil as Virgil. You have to fight him in the Bloody Palace. I'm not gonna lie, it's really funny just hearing Sanctus fucking screaming as I'm shooting him in the face with a shotgun. Come back here. Oh my gosh. Sanctus, get back here, you nerd. Just got my DMC Devil May Cry haircut. Hey, nice. They revealed the price. I did see that, yeah. The console price hasn't changed, but literally everything else did. So, whatever. Whatever. So actually, here was another thing I just realized too. So apparently, unlike the Nintendo Switch, if you have a GameCube controller, the GameCube controller only works for select games. Yo, Logan, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Which is incredibly stupid. I almost got it. Oh my god. No. Get out. Get out of here.
1, 2, 3.
Lady. Stupid ass taunts. You know, I never tried playing DMC with a GameCube controller. I tried Bayonetta with a GameCube controller. That was not fun. So I imagine that DMC with a GameCube controller would be horrendous. They'll increase the price of the Switch 2 after enough people have bought it, and that's why they just increased the price of the accessories. Oh, Trish. Okay, so... Damn it. Yes. Yes. Don't you have, Yeah, that's what I needed. Rolling Thunder. Pandora. Triggerheart. Enemy Step. That's the input for high time? It's fucking weird. Alright, whatever, I'll just get the rest of this stuff then. Yeah, sure, I'll get that. Sure. Yeah, overdrive. High voltage. Oh boy, I do love seeing AJ shooting an old man in the face. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, her kicks look really stiff, yeah. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Do I have to wait for a second charge? I do. Like, that shit's cool, though. Also, does she just not have Stinger? Wait, I thought I bought high time. Oh, it's such a weird input for high time, though. Right. She does not. That's so... Why does she not have Stinger? She has straight. Okay. So what is her Stinger move that she has then? Okay. Who knows? Fair enough. Okay, Cosmic, how do I do this? How do I do this? I'm gonna try it. Is it... Do I just round trip? Oh wait, shit, I don't think I bought the move. Fuck. All right, well, we're restarting. No, I don't have the... I mean, I'm not gonna make it. But I want to try. But I want to try. I want to try. Yeah, just refund some moves. I probably didn't need to start the mission over again, and I just went to the mission menu. Whoopsie daisy. Chad, I'm telling you right now, this isn't gonna work, but I would disappoint myself if I didn't try. All right. Isn't it this? Nope, it's... You're gonna get refunded. And, that's all I needed. Cool. That's fine. I guess I get to walk through 2 rooms again. I just felt like doing that. Alright, round trip into button mash. Also, I have no idea how I did that. Just so we're clear. I missed. Okay. Back to forward square. What was the other one? I bought the move and I didn't even I didn't even see what the input was. Okay. So, all right, we're gonna fucking YOLO this. Okay. Are you dead ass, that boy? So she doesn't have one. That's so weird. All right. All right, fine, whatever. Fucking YOLO. I'm not gonna make it. No, 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 no. It was right there. No, no. That makes me so sad. Gotta spam faster. God damn it. Oh, that's nuts, man. I felt it too. I felt like I was gonna get it. Oh, son of a bitch. Spin Pandora. Oh, okay. Trish is more of a scythe main. Yeah, that is true. But yeah, it's just so odd that she doesn't have Stinger, but she has Sparda. Of all of the fucking moves that they gave her, they did not give her Stinger. RK would show you how to do that instantly. Well, Cosmic is the one that I saw do this. So he knows how to do it. So when you say Pandora, it's spin. What Pandora move do I... How do I do the... Oh. So it's just hold. I see. So it's... I'm a little confused on... So it's forward, lock on. Damn, that timing's really tough. Yeah, buffering it. Yeah, that makes it a little more complicated. Although it felt like I was gonna make it, but I like just missed it by a little bit. Although I could also totally be underestimating that. Oh my god, I keep wanting to do high time. Oh, you son of a bitch. That was for style, by the way. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Trish has a lot of broken stuff. I don't know. The way that I feel like I play Trish is I just feel like I'm button mashing. Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I was doing such a good job. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe I do need it. I almost got hit again. S-ranked every mission in this game on the 360. I should actually load up my copy on the 360 to see how much progress I actually made. Ow. No, I refuse to die again. I fucking died again. Whatever. It's fine. Just let me continue. Okay, so I saw a gas skip. How does one gas skip? Is it the... Are you fucking kidding me? Why do you take me all the way back here? No, I had it! I fucking had it! I had it! I had it! Son of a bitch. I was gonna be so proud of myself. I did have to keep going. I had a groove going and then I messed up the groove. Oh my god. You can only blame yourself for that fumble. That is true. Literally, if I wasn't trying to be cool, I would have been fine. Also, is it actually fast? Is it not faster to just do the encounter normally? I feel. It doesn't feel like it's that much time. Granted, I'm sure that it is faster, but I'm curious about how big the time save is. I'm actually really mad. I'm really mad that I missed the skip. It was right there and I fumbled it. Somebody take away my Trish membership card that I totally have, because I actually play this character. Does Marvel vs. Capcom still have ties? Oh, Marvel and Capcom? I mean, I feel like things like the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, that's kind of where it gets a bit dicey, you know? That's just my understanding anyways, because something like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is just in like rights hell because it's owned by Marvel and Capcom, and more specifically Disney in Capcom. And given how Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite turned out, I'm assuming that that was also primarily Disney's fault. So funny how Virgil uses no guns because of how he thought of his father and uses by how Lucy and Umbra are Sparda's guns. Is it because Virgil thinks that his father didn't use guns. Button masher. Ow. I know how Redgrave feels after getting humbled. Oh my god. It just feels so... Like I said, I never play Lady and Trish. So I feel so weird. Oh my god. What game does Sparda use guns in? Technically DMC1. But whenever you use Sparda, I think it switches to Luce and Umbra. If they didn't have distribution rights to those properties, they probably wouldn't have been able to make the collections. Yeah, exactly. Or the arcade cabinet, too. But I'm imagining that... I thought it was because Marvel and Capcom had to, like, agree to the distribution together or something. I don't know. I don't know why I think that, but I felt like that was the reason. Because they were just, like, stuck in... Oh, no. Because in the Xbox 360, they had the MVC2, MVC Origins, and then Marvel vs. Capcom 3 pulled from the stores because of Marvel. Because Marvel basically didn't... I think Marvel didn't want to have to, like, keep it or whatever. It was something like that. Just reskins of Ebony and Ivory, do they have their own unique design? I believe they, if I look closely, I'm sure I can see that they have their own unique design. I'm pretty sure they're both black, but don't quote me on that until I actually take a closer look myself. Ugh. Well, now I'm in this mission. Trish not having Stinger is so freaking weird, dude. Dang it. Dang it. I need to somehow get a close-up shot of... Oh no, I gotta deal with these assholes. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I gotta do more taunting with this character. I don't even know what her taunts are anymore. Oh wait, no, one is black and one is white. How's my time with the game? I mean, considering that this is my third time going through DMC4 within the span of like a month, I'm glad that I waited a bit before I did Lady and Trish's campaign. Otherwise, I would really not be enjoying it. But like I stated, Lady and Trish is just my least favorite campaign out of all of them, just because I am the least familiar with Lady and Trish. What is the... Oh, it's a pause combo for the golf swing. A Capcom style games with a few specific Marvel characters. Yeah, like Marvel vs. Capcom 4, for example. There's one. They are both black. It's probably just the lighting then. Bro, all of that for a D rank. A DMC Magic game? That would actually be pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. So I need to go this way. I keep wanting to Stinger to get to the door. But I know that I don't need to. This is gonna... Ay, ay, ay. It's right there. I could just... Whatever. It couldn't have even been like... Oh no, because that's round trip. No, I was about to go the wrong way. I was about to go the wrong way, and that would have been a bad time. Alright, let's blow up Echidna. Oh, you son of a bitch. That's what I thought, lady. Let me forget. Bye. And that's how Echidna died in the anime. Slitterhead? What's Slitterhead? I don't know what Slitterhead is. What is it about? Ready to fight Echidna again? Well, yeah, she's gone now. Hi, Echidna. Bye, Echidna. It's basically how all the bosses in this game are gonna be. It's just hi, bye. An action game by the dude that directed Siren and like one of the Silent Hill games. Is it on sale on Steam? Because I will take a gander at it. Let me actually, hold on. This is how I have to remember things now. I have to take pictures. There we go. And I will take a gander at that later. Thanks, Cosmic, for the recommendation. Ugh. Hold on 1 second. Just blasting through my notifications real fast. Okay. Your weapons are blood and you use your health pool for abilities. Interesting. Is this the one that I'm thinking of? The golf swing? This is the golf swing. Oh, that makes me sad. Max out the number of additional spins that you can do. Might be on PS5. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'll take a gander after the stream. Ugh. Oh no, it's this mission. Oh no, not this mission. I'm hoping Season 2 tones down the pop culture references. I don't mind them as much, but it does get super annoying. You know, I can agree to that. I think that pop culture references are good in moderation, but it does make Devil May Cry, at least that universe, feel like it is a little too close to our world. And that's not even taking into consideration the whole, like, they're in the Vatican in the beginning, and then the whole thing just takes place in New York, so I don't know. I did not mean to do that. Yo, what's up, Claudia Mero? The fact that you have to ask if I'm all good here, I think should speak volumes. Like, I don't dislike the Lady and Trish campaign. It's just like with Devil May Cry 4 in general, once I get to about this point, I think I'm just kind of done with the game. Once I get to the point where I have to start going backwards, that's where my brain kind of taps out. Oh my god. Oh, you motherfucker. It is actually insanely stupid that it just tried to do that. I fucking hate this game so goddamn much. Who the fuck thought that that was a good idea? I swear to God. Oh my god, it's even worse the second time it happens. Another rant from me. Air Hike and Spark should have both been one skill. But how else are you going to spend the absurd amount of Proud Souls that you get? So, there were things about the Netflix show that I enjoyed, but there was also a fair amount that I feel like could have been changed to make it better. My video on the YouTube channel basically goes into, you know, a more broader detail as to, like, some of the issues that I had on top of, like, you know, some of the things that I feel like could have been better, like, just, like, briefly talking about it. A lot of it is just, like, they're just things that I don't necessarily want to repeat because I made a whole video about. So that's why I'm not giving you, like, my exact thoughts about it. But the grade that I gave was a C+. However, I do understand why people have a lot of issues with it. I finished the Netflix show last night so I can watch your video. Appreciate it. Yeah, and, like, you know, I even said in my video that I know that a lot of people are going to be very mixed on the show, and that's also totally fine. But where I take issue is when, you know, people are going to start attacking each other over their opinions, which has unfortunately absolutely happened in great length already. Like, it is bad, dude. Like, even on Twitter right now, it is just kind of a mess to go through. And I'll give you a specific example. So I made a post about the you know, the season 2 stuff, and then it obviously shows Dante getting Ebony and Ivory from Nell Goldstein. And one of a fellow creator, his name is Gore, the movie guy. I don't know if you guys know who Gore is. So he made a comment about how Ebony and Ivory looked too generic. And he's a DMC guy also. So what I told him was, I was like, well, in the games, like, this is what they look like in the games. Like, they are basically just modified M1911 Colt pistols. And a lot of people were also kind of, like, jumping down his throat about it. But he explained in, like, a follow-up tweet that, and I forgot what the exact phrasing was, but it was that, like, in the footage that's shown, it doesn't show, like, the level of detailing that Ebony and Ivory actually have. like the things that make them distinct to Ebony and Ivory. And so I understood what he meant, and I was like, oh, I see what you're talking about. So I replied, and I was like in the season 2 announcement poster that they have, you actually can see a better look at Ebony and Ivory, and it basically is the Ebony and Ivory from the games. So I'm imagining that as like Dante is just getting the guns from Nell the first time, and he's like playing with them, he's testing them out just to kind of see how they work, and then he customizes them a little bit more, or he like gives notes, and that's how he gets the specific modifications like the hand grips and whatever. But I say this because everybody else was just jumping down his throat about his comment about Ebony and Ivory being too generic and calling him a fake fan and all that jazz. And it was just like, you know, we can't have a civil discussion, or I say we, but like some of us just unfortunately can't have a civil discussion about it. And that is just, you know, it's just kind of sad, right? Because I feel like pretty much everybody that I have talked to about the show and about my specific thoughts on the show, I feel like our discussion has been very cordial, and it is holy fucking shit. That gave me so many red orbs. That was crazy. And that's really all I would want. Like, I will not engage in conversation if it is just like just constant negativity of like that sort of thing. So I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's an animated show. It's not going to have extreme detail and motion, but also we literally know nothing about season 2. Like, that's the other thing. Like, who's to say that Dante looks like that right now? Like, he has the longer hair, he has the different shirt. What if he gets a fucking haircut in the next episode and his hair is short again? And then suddenly, oh, he doesn't look like this anymore, and suddenly everyone's compliments are out the window. Or it doesn't look like Ebony and Ivory right now, but over the course of the show, it will likely go into what Ebony and Ivory looks like. And again, I reinforced that specific point by showing, like, in the season 2 announcement, like, poster that they had, you can see what Ivory looks like, and it looks exactly like it does in the games. So for me, I misunderstood what he was saying, and I was like, oh, I see what you're saying now, and then I kind of gave my point of correction. And I think that's where our conversation stopped, but that's because so many people were fucking jumping down his throat that it was just, even I was like, Jesus Christ, guys, like, this is a lot. So, yeah, mission 14 is basically over. You're free until 17 with the Savior. Finally, guns you can't break. Yeah, exactly. And I thought that that was a very quirky thing that they had in the show that I really liked, was that Dante's guns kept breaking. And, like, hell, even his one gun that he took from Lady, it kept breaking, which was just really funny. General populace understanding of DMZ has been poisoned by memes and hyperbole, so that doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Oh, so this is the thing that I was going to mention about the tattoo, right? So for the longest time, I have had this tattoo idea about, so on my forearm, right? Just to kind of symbolize Ebony and Ivory. I can't remember off the top of my head which side goes where, so please forgive me. But one side of my forearm, I wanted the Ebony and Ivory inscription with the symbol. And then on my other hand, I would have wanted for Tony Redgrave by .45 Artworks. And I just thought that was a really quirky tattoo. And it's a tattoo that I have said, if I were to get a tattoo, that would probably be the tattoo that I would get. That would be DMC related. Because I think that that's just a cool idea for a tattoo, and I would like it. But I'm not really much of a commitment to tattoos kind of guy. It's just a fun idea that I had. The other one that I had was the hilt of, not the hilt, the handle of Yamato from DMC 3 being like etched onto my arm like this, because the way that I liked it was, or the way that I kind of interpreted it was that in DMC3, DMC4, and I think by extension DMC5, Virgil's Devil Trigger, the Yamato, is attached to his arm, and the Yamato is my favorite sword. And a samurai sword, by like as it is an extension of your arm, and that was kind of like my reasoning for getting that tattoo, I guess. And I love playing with swords anyways. Like, I'm a katana sword guy, you know, and just a martial artist in general. This is all to say that I saw this post the other day on TikTok about DMC tattoo ideas, and I saw a goddamn plastic chair as one of the inspirations. So a Devil Breaker tattoo would also be cool. Some people shouldn't be allowed to like things. There we go. Jesus Christ. Ebony would be your left arm, Ivory would be your right. Yes. But what I was saying, Kai, was I don't know which side of the inscription is which. Like, that's what I was saying. So, like, if Ebony and Ivory, the inscription on Ebony, if the Ebony and Ivory inscription is on the left side, or I guess, like, I have the fucking guns. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, so here's how it is. Jesus. Okay. So Ebony is left, Ivory is right. So basically what that would mean is that, so this is Ebony, yeah? So the inscription of For Tony Redgrave by .45 Artworks is on this side. So I would get the inscription here on my arm. And then for Ivory, Ebony and Ivory, the inscription on the left side is Ebony and Ivory. So that means Ebony and Ivory would go here on my arm. That's how I would want the tattoo. I cannot believe that I had to... It took me that long to be like, oh, I can't remember which side is which. I have the fucking guns with me. So, there we go. And then I get the DMC versions instead. Funny enough, I do have the DMC guns, and they are of a better quality. They're like not plastic. It's like hard plastic instead of like the soft plastic thing. I literally just said to check your props. Yeah. Oh, fuck me. I don't wanna. I'm just gonna... Wait, is round trip just straight up negated? Bro. There we go. Ouch. The way with the camera perspective, the size, you look like a kid playing with your dad's gun collection. That was so rude. That was so rude. Oh my god, can you please blow up? Thank you. You're making him stronger by shooting with lightning. Deadass, am I? Because I swear to God. Oh, Blitz. All right. How much do I have? Like nothing. Because I was going to say, that would be actually pretty clever if that was the case. Is it this one? It's not this one. it this one? It is this one. When you shoot the wreck gun at Grundy in Arkham City. Ow. Oh my lord. Oh, I missed. Ah. You were asking who designed the faults? Wait, hold on. Let me just do this. You mean just to add like the what? The faults? Hold on, let me get through. What mission is this? This is 15, I think. Oh, the mouse in 14 that swallowed you. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, Camilla designed just the faults. See, I'm like, when it comes to DMC4, I'm basically like Dante. I barely remember any of the demon names, except for Scarecrow, which is obvious. It's a fucking Scarecrow. And then Blitz. Also, I wonder if Netflix Dante would actually continue the trend of not knowing what any of the demon names are. Yeah, and Big Scarecrow. Oh, right, that's not Stinger. Also, speaking of Angelos, something that I did not think about until I heard it on Cosmic's video. There's another 5 cents for you, Cosmic. So apparently, there are people who are new to the series that are getting confused about why Dante is fighting Virgil so many times in the first season, because Cavalier looks like Virgil in his in his Devil Trigger form. And I think that that's interesting because taking Cavalier from the games as a sort of like point at the screen like, oh, look at this demon, isn't he cool, is kind of confusing the audience who are new to the games, because Cavalier Angelo is based off of, you know, the Angelo design. Yeah, because he looks like Nilo Angelo, yeah. Nah, I don't think I could do this if I go. Yeah, whatever. Virgil gets the extra jump, so it makes sense that Virgil can do it. I just realized that Trish also doesn't have Helmbreaker. Where's the thing? Has Netflix Dante even opened a single book? According to the general DMC community, no, because Dante's an idiot. However, I'd like to think that Dante has in fact read books. comic book. I did like how Dante had a bunch of arcade machines in his office. I thought that that was a really cool detail. Did I straight up? Oh my fucking god. I just want this enemy to go away forever. I just want you to go away forever. Also, so I have a theory that is just more based on copium than anything else. But, you know, Dante obviously goes through the show thinking that he's like a superhero or that he's not a demon, right? So it makes me wonder, you know, why is he so against the idea that he is a demon, minus the fact that obviously demons killed his family? But if he has these superpowered abilities, right? And if Raccoon City is in this universe, depending on the type of job that Dante took in Raccoon City, it could lead to a sort of extended universe where Resident Evil is kind of canon in its own way. And there are things like zombies and like bioweapons, basically. And I can't remember if the term bioweapon was even used in the show. But just something that I thought was kind of interesting. And that maybe Dante does feel like he is like super powered because there are things like that in the universe. It was just a thought that I had. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it was the president that mentioned that he had trouble with bioweapons. So it makes me wonder. Just makes me wonder. And again, it probably is just more copium than anything else, but I thought it was interesting. How much damage does Pandora do? A lot. Wow, that drive literally went nowhere. That's crazy. Oh my god. You know what? Bye. And another... Oh, I missed. Yeah, Arya's got the name Ouroboros from Wesker in the Netflix show. Now, is that me saying that I want Adi Shankar to make an extended universe of all of the Capcom IPs in this Devil May Cry world? Absolutely not. But I just think, again, that would be kind of an interesting thing to have a bunch of different Capcom properties like Resident Evil in the Devil May Cry, in this Devil May Cry universe as like canon, basically. I just think it would be a cool concept. All right, there we go. We got Golf Swing. Is there anything else that I really need to get? Not really. All right. Cosmic. I summon thee. How do gas skip with Trish? I'm sorry, Leon, but you're no longer worthy of the Redfield bloodline. Damn, that didn't even give me the S. That's crazy. Okay. How do gas skip? Not by killing the statue. Oh. I wonder if it's just... Do I gain height from that? I am gaining yep, I'm gaining height from that. So I'm going to retry the mission real fast. Gas skip Trish DMC. I just gotta see exactly where it is. All right, Cosmic.
Hey,
I see a video from 4 years ago. So let's see if you do it here. You do. All right. Is it exactly what I think it is? I think it is. I just got to see how it starts. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Okay. So, guess what? Apparently, I can kill the statue. So it's this corner that I have to go into. Shit. This is such a weird... Yeah, that's how you basically just spam this over and over again. Yeah, I'm good. At least I know that that's how you do it. I'm not gonna do it. I will just go ahead and kill everything and make this go by a little bit slower. But that's how I would do it, is just spamming that over and over again. Wait, the statue? What about the statue? Hold forward and swap from spamming square and triangle. Yes. The timing is like, you have to buffer the input for Pandora, and that's the weird part about it. At least weird to me. Like, it's something that I feel like I could get if I practiced, but I'm not gonna do it now because it's just gonna save me more time by just doing it normally. You need to break it again? Wait, I need to break it again? Even though I restarted the mission? Or is it because I restarted the mission? What game are you most excited for this year? Devil May Cry Season 2. Honestly, unfortunately, there aren't really a whole lot of games that I'm excited for this year. What's even coming out this year? Because I genuinely can't think of anything. Ed Boon teasing Injustice 3. I mean, the last time that I played in... What the fuck? Wait, this green orb is following me. So I mean, when it comes to Injustice, I'm beginning to have a love-hate relationship with Injustice, because I really liked Injustice 2 when it came out, but my problems with Injustice 2 basically stem from it being a projectile mashing mess. And you know, now I don't like that. Because the last time that I played Injustice 2 was for a tournament that I was just kind of in for fun. I just thought it would be like a fun thing to do. And I didn't really enjoy it all that much because of just the way that the game played. So, like, I feel like it would basically boil down to, is it going to fix the issues that I had with Injustice 3? And given how Mortal Kombat 1 is right now, it makes me think, no, it's not. So yeah. Audie having too much fun mangling everything as it is. Oh, yeah. That's right, Ninja Gaiden. I am looking forward to Ninja Gaiden. I think my goal this summer is going to be to play all of Ninja Gaiden. What I wanted to do was I wanted to make a video about all of the Superman games, and I actually did buy a Superman game to play for the occasion, and then just try to figure out how to play the rest. But at this point, I don't know if I would be able to actually play all the games in time for to make a video about it. Because when does Superman release? Superman releases in like July, right? Because my idea was to try to get it done by July. So if I can get it done by July, then I'll do it. But if not, then I'll just have to wait, I guess. July 11th? Shit. So that's about 2 months. It would take me about a month to make the big-ass video anyways. Give or take. And I mean, I wouldn't stream all the Superman games either. I would just play them on my own. It's just something that I would have to figure out how to do. Or how to play all of them. Because pretty much all of the Superman games are just on older consoles. Yeah, I would play Superman 64 in that as well. But that's why I'm saying, like, a lot of this, pretty much all of the Superman games that I would count on the list are just really old games, like, that are on, like, the Atari and shit. So I would just have to figure out how to play those games. Lost Soul Aside is next month. Ugh. Yeah, that is true. Lost Soul Aside is next month, isn't it? Shit. I mean, that was so rude. Like, I don't know. I really feel like I am just kind of in this spell, though, where I feel like there's so much going on in my life in general that it's hard for me to look forward to games like that. Like, you know what I mean? Because so for those of you that don't know, I'm getting married this year, and on top of trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing in the summer for my job, as well as, you know, doing all the wedding planning and all that stuff, and just a bunch of general stuff that I'm doing in general, like making all the Marvel Rivals content on TikTok. Obviously, this has been a big thing that's been going on for a couple months now at this point, just going through all the DMC campaigns. And I basically put my Majima game, like the Pirate Majima game, on an indefinite hold because I was doing this, you know. And at this point, I almost have zero interest in even playing the Pirate Majima game now because I just felt like I lost interests, you know. And Superman Returns. Superman Returns is the one that I have. Like, I actually bought a copy of Superman Returns because I had the ability to get it for a cheap price. But yeah, that is definitely the best way to describe it, Joker. I feel very overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that I have to do. So, you know, something like Lost Soul aside, where it's like, I'm kind of interested in it, just makes me not want to commit to it, right? And I guess the other thing too is I'm taking my headset off because I can hear it just fine, and this is basically where I go into my ramblings while still playing the game. You know, I guess it also boils down to the conversation of like what is not only worth my time, like not what is worth not just my money financially, but also my time, because of the amount of stuff that I feel like I have to do, and I actually have to do. And like, you know, like something like because I'm gonna do a Superman live action Superman rating or ranking of all the live action Superman suits, and in fact I basically have that script done. I just have to write maybe 2 or 3 more suits, and that's it, and then my script is actually just done. And that is going to be prepared 2 months in advance, essentially. And then I'll release it probably like the week before Superman comes out. But again, talking about like, you know, just like money, I guess, you know, video games being $70 now, like Mario Kart's going to be like fucking $80, $90. You know, it kind of boils into the conversation of like, is this something that I'm really going to be interested in playing day one? Is it something that I'm going to just try to get on a sale like down the road? Like, I don't know. It's stuff like that that I'm just a little uncertain about, and that's kind of the main thing, you know. Whereas I completely paused my Majima playthrough so I could play this because of the Netflix show in anticipation for it. And I feel like it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I did that. Otherwise, I don't know. And now I just feel like I don't really have motivation to go back and finish Pirate Majima right now. So I don't know. I'm kind of in a weird spot, I feel. Speaking of weird spots, I'm gonna blow Burial up real fast. Why am I allowed to do this? Why am I allowed to do this? Oh, hey, look at that. Burial's almost dead now. Oh, that was so silly.
May the Savior be with you.
Did you say live action suits only, or are you counting animated stuff as well? I'm not counting animated stuff. It's just going to be live action suits. And I believe, well, like the live action suits is still going to be the longest one that I've done, I feel. Because if I remember correctly, there are about 20 suits. There's a couple of them that I'm not counting, but it's like the Smallville suits, quote unquote. Like those are basically the only ones that I'm not counting, because they're not really suits. Yeah, that's cheap. And like, and the thing is too, Melody, I was just thinking about this. I'm going to justify my actions because I have to fight him a 3rd time in about 20 minutes. So I may as well just get it out of the way. You know, that's just kind of where I'm at. Around this point is when I'm just kind of done playing BMC4, but I got to finish it anyways. Oh, it's going to bring out the Snyder bots for sure. It's gonna bring out the Snyder bots. I'll fucking deal with the Snyder bots. You know, if I can deal with Devil May Cry fans, or the toxic Devil May Cry fans, more specifically, I think I can deal with Snyder fans. Oh, Jesus. Let me fucking... Bloody Palace stream? Oh my gosh, it has been a hot minute since I've done a Bloody Palace stream, huh? Maybe someday. Maybe not now. Honestly, this was going to be a Bloody Palace stream, but I figured that there was enough time that passed between me playing DMC4, vanilla, like the regular campaign, and then playing as Virgil, that I'd be able to just play Lady and Trish through the main campaign and be fine. And that's basically what happened, so... Bro, Pandora is so stupid. What the hell, dude? Yeah, exactly. Same thing's gonna happen with Agnes. Also, I think it's a bit silly. You know, given the fact that this is such an overpowered thing that I'm doing, I'm complaining about the fact that when I activate Pandora, that's when the DT goes away and I can get hit out of it. Like that. Oh, Jesus. So it makes me wonder, if they made Lady and Trish DLC, would Trish just straight up keep Pandora? Will we ever get an AJ Bloody Palace stream again? Yeah, I'm doing Tyler's suits from Superman and Lois as well, yeah. Those are the ones that I'm actually the least familiar with, so that's why those are the ones I have yet to officially put on the list. Like, I know where they're going, but like, explaining why is the thing that I have to actually write down, and then the video script is done. But basically, all of Tyler's suits, except for his first one, are basically all in the same spot. So, so just keep that in mind. It's basically gonna be like, I'll just give the spoiler, I don't care. It's like, it's basically gonna be like, here's the season 1 suit, and then after that is the season 2 suit, and then after that is the season 3 suit, and then after that we have the season 4. Like, it's literally gonna be that. But their specific placing on the rankings, I'm not gonna tell you. But the Supergirl suit is different from them. Makes me wish Capcom made. Yeah, you know, it should be no secret that I don't read comic books. But I've heard great things about the Absolute run. And also, again, to those asking why I don't read comic books, I don't like reading. That is literally what it boils down to. I just don't read. I've really been enjoying the Hunger Games, and that is my reading kick. And I just started the newest book, and I think I'm already on chapter 7. Like, I started it a couple days ago, and I'm, for once, actually enjoying reading. So I'm keeping that up. And then I'm also reading the Before the Nightmare novel, but that's just a translation thing, and I think that's different. So, yeah, I did watch the sneak peek. Yeah. My personal favorite is Brandon's Kingdom Come Soon in the crossovers. That is such a good suit. I love that suit. I won't tell you where it is, but I love that suit. I'm back. What did I miss? I blew up Burial. Literally. He exploded. Because I didn't feel like dealing with him. And we're about to beat the snot out of Agnes. Bro, these taunts are so fucking... Oh my god. These taunts are so bad. I can't wait. That's probably going to be the next DMC video that I make. I'm just going to rank all the taunts. Oh my gosh. Get the fucking... Yeah, I was about to say, I still have one more Faust to deal with. Can we just... Oh my god. Fucking thing. One, two, three. Oh, come on, dude. Get out of there. This fucking guy. I was about to blow him up with Pandora if he didn't die. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. Deadly Fortune. I'm reading Before the Nightmare. I've already read Visions of V. Deadly Fortune is gonna be next. Behold the power of evil. Gets fucking blown up. Are you having fun? I'm having fun talking to everybody in chat. Jesus Christ. Hey Agnes, do you want to like do something? I also really hate, this is a thing that I've always disliked in DMC4. I hate that if, like, regardless of the rank that you get, at the very end when the boss dies and you're just waiting for them to die, you will always do a D-rank taunt. So what games are you planning on playing on stream? Like next, after the DMC series? I'm still gonna do Marvel Rivals content, and I should probably finish Pirate Majima, but other than that, I honestly don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at. Like I was saying earlier, there's just a lot that I have going on that I'm not really thinking that far ahead in terms of the games that I'm playing on stream. But I've been really enjoying the Devil May Cry games, playing through them again, so... And honestly, I'm totally fine playing through DMC 2 more times just to keep playing more DMC. Because I'm on a big DMC kick now because of the show. It is totally Adi Shankar's fault that I'm playing all of the DMC games again. So, you know, take that with what you will. Oh my god, I don't want to fucking deal with this. Oh my god. How is the show? I would honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna tell people to just give it a watch and just don't listen to what other people say and just form your own opinions, because you will either like the show or not like the show. And you know, either way, I think it's fine as long as you form your own opinion about it. It's honestly not that long of a watch anyways, so that's why I'm just saying, like, just watch the show, and if you like it, great. If you don't like it, that's also fine, because there's a lot that I liked, but a fair amount that I'm mixed on. And okay, what do I need? Okay, just the arms. Yeah, you're right. In the past month, I have played DMC4 3 times because of Adi Shankar. You're absolutely right. God damn it, Adi. How dare you? Bye. Wait, was that it? What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing like one leg thing. Bro, that was so rude. Releasing characters in the map based off lore, but I wish there was a reason for a few maps just there from the Marvel in general. Yeah, and I think that Ultron is supposed to be releasing in May, from my understanding. So there is that. I'm just curious if you liked it. I'll watch regardless. I don't go off people's opinions before mine. I appreciate that. I was gonna say, don't watch my video because there are spoilers in there. But overall, I think the show is fine. There's a fair amount that I liked, but there's also a good amount that could have been changed to make it better. And that really is just the way that I keep describing the show to people. It could have been better if things were tweaked in a different way. Yeah, it's the closest thing Trish has to an I'm not going to sugarcoat it move, yeah. I'm just trying to get to... Oh, God, this boss fight fucking annoys me. I'm just trying to get to the leg. Where the hell can I... Is there not a... Oh, I fucking hate this boss so much. Thank you, Jesus. I basically wasted my DT on that, but it's fine. Alright, so now we gotta... Shit, I gotta build up DT, actually. I think you can shoot the orbs to get DT. Yep. Yep, there we go. Let me get to a flat surface. There we go. Uh-oh. Ow. All right. Now let's just do it again. Nope. Come on. Throw some orbs at me or something. That's not an orb. Ha, nerd. Fucking see ya, buddy. Got him. Woo! Oh, Jesus. Stylish points, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that. Alistair, Gilgamesh, and Navon for rank. Ooh, that would actually be kind of cool. I like that idea. All right, power up. Yay, power up time. Should have killed him with the golf swing. Honestly, I didn't want to freaking chance it because I wanted to get out of that boss fight as fast as possible. Enemy step for no reason. Sure. Oh, fuck, I like that move. Hold on. Yeah, I'm refunding that shit. I really like Ground Zero, so we're taking that. Hysteric 2 and then multiple. Ranking DMC bosses. Ooh, Zero made a video about that. I'm gonna need his permission to make my own, probably. Savior would be on the bottom of the fucking list. And if I had to rank them based on character, it wouldn't matter. They would all be on the bottom of the list. Every single one of them. I hate this boss. Savior is without question my least favorite boss in the entire series. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's after 1. Oh wait, that's right. I'm Lady. Hold on, I gotta put this back up. Yeah, Savior, Infested Chopper, and Arkham are all at the bottom of the list. In that order. This move is so fucking cool. I fucking love that move. It's so cool. Excuse me. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Shit. Motherfucker. Oh, thank you. I am so glad I got a 2. So now I need a 3. 3 is after 6. Phew. Actually, I wonder if I can hold the charge mid-room. I can. Hi. Lady, get out of there. I love how I'm shooting it like it's a Resident Evil boss. Oh, you asshole. I could have got him if I just released it. Oh my god, this stupid shoelace taunt. Okay. See the inspiration for Dice Man and Cup. Oh my god, Dice Head. You know, I still never beat Cuphead. I was playing it with my college roommate, and we were on one of the final bosses. It wasn't Dice Head, it was someone else. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's after 1. What's my favorite boss in DMC besides Virgil? Honestly, it would probably have to be Credo. Credo or Cavalier Angelo. Those are 2 really solid bosses. Really, really challenging to choose which one I like more. Actually, I probably like Cavalier a little bit more just because I prefer DMC 5 over 4. Please step in front of me. You did not step in front of me. I didn't even buy the shotgun move. I fucked up. Come on, don't move. I did a triple S taunt, and I just saw Lady just looking at her guns. Correction, anyone with a sword is fun to fight. Yeah, basically. Any demon, any big demon with a sword is fun. Which makes Virgil fun, too. Now, specifically which Virgil is my favorite, it is Virgil 3, and it's not even close. DMC 5 Virgil is fine, but DMC 3 Virgil is 1, 2, 3, 4. The ultimate culmination of everything that you have learned in the game in a character, like in a boss fight. Especially on Dante Must Die. Yeah, any humanoid with a sword is fun to fight. Although I do like fighting Dante. Only in so actually, let me say this. In DMC 5, I do like fighting Dante as other characters that aren't Virgil, because it actually makes the fight a little more engaging and fun. Like, I love fighting Dante as Nero unofficially. That is probably my favorite boss fight. Stupid ass fucking taunt. Every boss in this game has been destroyed so far because I'm just over it, Jace. I am just so over Devil May Cry 4 right now that I just want it to be done as fast as possible. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 5. 2 is after. It's after. It is after 3. Shit. Okay, at least I got the charge too. Yeah, we were close to beating it, and then we just stopped playing it. Agnes, shut the hell up. That's dumb. Oh, you asshole. I still don't know a good way around that move.
Time to go to work.
Goddamn right, lady. Okay, we're almost there. Don't worry. Gunstinger. Oh, that's a really cool screenshot, though. Okay, I don't think I need anything else. I can't buy anything else, really, so we'll just punch. We'll not punch the old man. We'll shoot the old man. Hey, Sanctus, come here for a second. I missed. Oh my god. Please, God. Oh, okay. So that doesn't exactly work the way that I wanted it to. Oh shit, there goes my no damage. Oh no! Where are you? Aha! We thought, buddy. Get back here. Oh, come on. I still have some shots left. I can at least get level 2. Oh, that... Did that do nothing just because he was in the... I think that is what happened. Oh, you son of a gun. I did it too early. That has, I don't know how to counter that with Lady. I don't know how to counter this as Lady. I don't know how to counter this as Lady. Oh, I just hit him. Okay. Okay, so I guess I just shoot him? The matchup is literally just shooting him? Okay. The show kind of sucked. You mean this show? Lady and Trish's campaign and Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition? It's aight. Yeah, just when he charges at you, just shoot him in the face, I guess. Oh my god. I cannot tell you the last time I did this, by the way. I seriously do not remember ever doing this. Well, that was Devil May Cry 4 Ladies Night. It certainly was a ladies' night, all right. Trish, what the fuck are you doing? Are you literally just standing there doing nothing? Yeah, it certainly was something. Oh my god. Ugh, come on. I'm trying to do cool things. Yeah, really, the best part that I like about Lady is just all of the shotgun moves. And I like the twosome time stuff, but it just feels kind of lame at times also because you're just so stationary. Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, Trish is just waiting for you to tag her, yeah. I'm a little surprised that you don't play as Trish on that, or like it doesn't swap halfway through. Or maybe I can jump up and then switch, but I don't know. I don't know if the game is smart enough for me to do that. Bro, what kind of kissing skills is Nero doing right now to elicit that reaction from Lady?
We were just getting to the best part. I didn't know you were into that kind of thing.
So, are we getting paid for this?
Don't worry. I'll pay you when we get back.
All right. Then let's blow this joint.
Well, at least someone knows how to get the girl.
Yeah. Hey.
Honestly, though, like, this ending specifically, getting that with Lady and Trish, like, it's such a... It just reminds me of how much I really love all of the characters and their interactions, but holy shit, it's such a nothing burger scene that it's just so sad. Honestly, I feel pretty proud of that Sanctus performance, though. Not gonna lie. That was a pretty good Sanctus fight. Minus me just getting blown up at the end and being like, "Oh, what do I do?" I just shoot him, and that counters him. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ugh, so, final thoughts. Lady and Trish, still my least favorite campaign in Devil May Cry 4. I just don't vibe with these two characters at all, which is fine. It's just not my thing in this game, and I think it is also a byproduct of the fact that it's Devil May Cry 4, and that's why I don't vibe with them as heavy. But I'm just kind of imagining playing them in DMC5 and having a slightly better experience, but I feel like they would still be my least favorite characters. I think that Lady's gun, like her pistol moves in particular, need a bit more variety than just stationary, like, shooting, if that makes sense. Because her gun moves or shotgun moves are very creative. Kalina Ann is Kalina Ann, basically, at that point. But there's, and then also too, and actually here was one of my biggest nitpicks. The fact that she doesn't have a submachine gun is a little weird. And I was thinking about that with the Netflix show as well. The fact that she doesn't have a submachine gun on top of pistols is just a little bizarre. So, but guess what? They haven't used submachine guns since Devil May Cry 2, and they couldn't pull the assets for that and they couldn't make submachine gun moves, is what I'm trying to say. They had to just make shotgun moves based on the moves that Dante already does. So, and that's the kind of thing that I would have liked to see, because submachine guns is something different, and it would be something unique to Lady. Because Dante has guns, Dante gets Kalina Ann, and Dante has a shotgun. But submachine guns would have been cool. They probably thought the SMGs would have been repetitive considering how fast the pistols can fire. But the fact that you're already primarily shooting guns with Lady also makes it repetitive. But I'm imagining, like, you know what I'm imagining? I'm imagining Star-Lord's, like, I think it's a Q. No, it's not Q. It's his rapid fire move where he, like, does, like, this, like, he's, like, doing an AoE, like, dancing pistol move. That's kind of what I'm imagining with Lady and her submachine guns, is she, like, does something like that that's super crazy, that does AoE damage around her, and then her primary fire can just be the submachine gun fire, but it just doesn't do as much damage. It leaves more room for creativity in that sort of thing, versus the pistols just being regular pistols, and then her forward circle is just twosome time going forward, or honeycomb fire is what it is, with a blast at the end. And then her back is launcher into twosome time. Like, that's fine, but she's stationary. But I would have liked to see, like I said, I think a submachine gun would have worked better because you can incorporate more of that stuff, but they had to work with what they had, so it is what it is. Elemental gun barrage would have been really cool too, like different elemental effects if they could have made that possible. Give her some anti-demon rounds while you're at it. So yeah, this was a fun campaign, and I appreciate everybody for watching, and I really do appreciate it. It's I have a lot of fun with these streams, and that's kind of why I'm finding more excuses to play Devil May Cry. So I guess we're gonna go back to DMC2 after this to play Lucia and Trish in DMC2, because I guess that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, just another excuse to play more Devil May Cry games, and I'm totally fine with that. So and talk more about DMC, and I'm having fun with it, and I don't want to stop, and that's why I'm gonna keep doing it. So it has been a long ass week though, and this has been a decently long stream, so I am gonna cut it here, just so I can just kind of chillax and play some other video games. I hope you guys don't mind. So yeah, on Monday, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play DMC2 on Monday. I may save it for next Saturday, just because I feel like that would be more fun, and then that way I can do some other recordings and other stuff as well. So yeah, that's my idea. Anyways, I may change my mind, but I do want to do some more Marvel Rivals streams, so I may just do that. From one shooting character to one shooting game. See you later. Alrighty, see you later, Jace. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. On YouTube, I'll just send it off here first. Check out the socials if you haven't already. I also stream on Twitch. I also have a Twitter, a TikTok account. All of that stuff can be found over there. And I also have a Discord community as well, if you would like to join that, and then we can have some more conversations. A really nice community of people just kind of just talking about all things, not just Devil May Cry, but like Marvel comics. And I'm kind of doing some more stuff with the Discord too, and I'd like to do more with it once I get less busy. But if you want to join, those are all the links are. So and if you're watching from the VODs, I will have another video over on this side of the screen over here. It looked like Nightwing. I get that a lot more than you might think. As well as like Flynn Rider, Jonas Brothers, Big Time Rush member, etc. But guys on YouTube, thank you again so much for watching. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I will